Greetings folks, this is the Hawkeye Firefly 8 SE action cam from Banggood. This action cam's been around for maybe 5 or 6 months, so it's not a new one. It is a very high quality camera though. The reason I'm showing you this camera is that Banggood's having a pre-Christmas sale and the price is very, very attractive. Comes in two different lens versions, the 170 degree lens version 112 US at the moment, and the 90 degree version and the 90 degree with less distortion, $122 US. They are very impressive prices for a legitimate GoPro alternative, budget price GoPro alternative. They really are that good. I'm a big fan of the 8S range. I use the 90 degree 8S as a hat cam all the time now, and I have an external microphone with a big wind muff on it, so that allows me to record my planes flying in windy conditions. Great camera, really love that one. And the 170 degree version I use on a little tripod for sort of B-roll shots or cutaway shots of me launching the plane, stuff like that. Great cameras, they all use the same battery. Battery is interchangeable between all of these three cameras, so that's awesome. I already know the quality of this camera is going to be good because it's sort of based on a tried and true combination of the Ambarella A12 chip and the Sony 117 sensor. Native 4K 30 frames a second, image stabilization at 1080-60, great specs. The difference with the 8SE is that it has a touchscreen. The other cameras don't have a touchscreen, they're just operated by buttons. 8SE has a touchscreen. It still has the buttons on the side to scroll through the menus, which is great. You get the alternative of touchscreen or touch buttons. I've watched some other reviews of this camera over the last few months, and a reviewer that I really respect, Andre from Worth It or Not, really loves this camera, so I'm sure I'm going to love it as well. Alright, so let's have a look at some of the specs anyway. So it's the Hawkeye Firefly 8 SE. This is the 170 degree version. You can get the 90 degree version, which is a great option. For smooth 4K recording, you're going to need a U3 spec card, which is something like the SanDisk Extreme. The SanDisk Ultra is not really fast enough. Supports up to 128 gigabyte cards. Option of a Wi-Fi remote and an external microphone. Great features. 2-inch touchscreen. Weight 70 grams, the battery 1200 milliamp hours, and battery life about 1 1/3 hours. Charging time 3 hours. Video compression format H.264, that's pretty usual. The lens is aperture f2.8 with 6 elements. The 90 degree version has 11 elements. It has HDMI output, so high definition output, and Wi-Fi. Alright, we best have a look at what's in the box. Packaging is nice, nothing out of the ordinary. There's the camera in its waterproof housing. I'll have to check what the maximum depth is, but yeah, usually waterproof to normal scuba diving depths. That's cool. Okay, in the box we get a nice little manual. Sticky pad clip mounts, angled mounts. Here we go. Oh, look at this. We actually get the external microphone included. That is brilliant. I love that. This is a serious camera. We also get a tulip lens hood and a lens cover. These are proper photographic accessories and they are very useful. More clip mounts, rotating mount, cable ties, wire leash and some sticky cables, a few different sorts of straps, the AV cable, handlebar mount, a spare back door for the housing, one that isn't waterproof, but you can use this in bad situations where you're not going underwater but you still want audio, and we get some stickers as well. That's cool. So that's a very good range of accessories, but this is special, having the external microphone included. That is very impressive indeed. Alright, so let's take it out of its little casing. It's only arrived today, so all I've done is put a charged battery in and a card in. Better take the screen off there. So it has the little selfie mirror there, which is unique to these Firefly cameras. Power button and mode button on the front. Let's put the little excellent lens cover on there. HDMI and USB connection on there. Touchscreen on the back. We have the card there, which is another good touch. I like the card, very accessible. Another play button there. Shutter button on top. Menu buttons on the side, and the little battery door there. Pull the battery out, 1200 milliamp hour, as I said. Compatible with all the other Firefly 8S cameras. Push and hold to turn on. Okay, let's have a look at some of the settings. Video resolution, let's change them so we can go up to, boy, there are a lot of selections there. Super View, 4K 30, that'll be a 4:3 aspect ratio, 2.1, 2.7K 30, Super View. There are so many different resolutions, 2.5, 1.4, 1440p, 1080p, 120, 60 and 30. Let's leave it on. Actually, we'll go down and have a look at what else is available. Lots of 4:3 aspect ratio and 16:9 aspect ratio selections. 720, 240 frames a second, so that can do pretty decent slow-mo. Video quality, field of view. I think we have the gyro on, so we can't change that at the moment. Gyro sensor, turn the gyro sensor off. And field of view, you still can't take it off wide for some reason. All the usual choices. Microphone volume, sharpness, white balance, exposure value, metering, all that sort of stuff. Quick capture, delay, TV mode, NTSC, distortion correction. You can reduce the fisheye effect a little bit if you want. I prefer to just leave the fisheye on. Auto shutdown, I usually don't want auto shutdown. Or screen off. Do I? I might. No, I don't want screen off either. We'll leave the beeps on. The date setup, we'll do that later on. Bluetooth pair. Wi-Fi. It's a Wi-Fi app that works reasonably well, even on my old iPhone. Format the card, default setting, and there's the firmware version as well. So let's have a look at the photo settings. Photo size. We're on 12 megapixels 4:3, 16:4:3, or you can go to 8 megapixel 16:9. Photo quality, you've got raw photos, long exposures. Don't want the watermark on. Self-timer, photo burst, photo lapse, sharpness, exposure, and all that sort of stuff as well. Very good. Go up and down using the side buttons and make selections using the shutter button as well. That's cool. So we have all the selections that you expect from the Firefly 8S range. So that'll do for this video. I'll get this out quickly so that if you're contemplating buying one of these and you've had a look at some other reviews, now's the time to buy it in the pre-Christmas sales at Banggood. Next video I'll do more thorough testing of the image quality and give you my views on what the video and the still photo quality is like. So that's the Firefly 8 SE touchscreen 4K native 30 frames a second action camera from Banggood. Thanks for watching.